All right, what up? Peace, peace, peace. First and foremost, man, hopefully the Most High in your house shall bless you your day. By His mercies, we aren't consumed. We're alive in the Most High in your house shall body, and two, we're naturally alive. And yeah, man, we're going to get into this because I recently just came back like an hour, 2 hours ago, or an hour or two ago from seeing the movie, another movie review, Backrooms, honestly. It's little, let me say this disclaimer. This is a side, this is for like it's not just for a particular person, honestly. But here's the thing about this on for us brothers and sisters on here, man. Like one, like the word says, don't get rid of any godly discourse. All right, don't refuse not. Let's just get into it, man, because this is the thing. We kind of going to address this. Um, not really don't. I don't really don't care, but it's just like, yeah, it says, Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach, chapter 6 and verse 35. Be willing to hear every godly discourse. Let not the parables of understanding escape thee. So, yeah, that's what we're supposed to do, man. There's nothing wrong with godly discourse, even disagreement. Sure, one of them brothers, like, brothers and sisters on here all the time disagree with me on things. That's cool, but, it's a certain individual. It's not only for this individual or this or anybody else, man. Listen, if you don't agree what's going on here, man, then go somewhere else, man. It's just all good, man. But don't just be, or it's okay to even not even okay. It's okay to even disagree, man. But if you kind of more, it's more of like the brother assembly of firstborn says, more of your behavior, honestly. Even sometimes, even through like reading a comment, you could see what some the type of time somebody's on. They're contentious, or they want to debate, or they just on some other time. That's cool. Like, listen, just go over there with that, man. Because one, I'm more likely what like stuff like that. They're usually gonna get deleted, or like we're gonna ignore it. I'm going to ignore it, honestly. Like because like it's just like yeah, ridiculous. I'm not gonna. Because, it's just certain individual did the second time. Like, usually, and I deleted the comment. But, yeah, man, it's all good. Listen, even if you, like, cool. All right, cool. Because, like, one, you're not going to, it's like, I think, remember, elder brother Judah Mack said it. Even Cameron said it. You're not, like, you're a crazy, like, person. You're like, an insane person. If you walk in somebody's house, oh, okay, cool. Like, hey, I don't like this book. This book right here. All right, cool. You don't like this book right here. Oh my gosh! And why is this lamp right here? And why are you this keychains right here? What are you like? You gonna walk? You gonna look at it like, yo, this is a crazy nigga right here. What's going on? Like, you walking. Like, why are you walking in somebody's house? Like, if you don't like, then leave. Then like then they step in night, and that's a crazy like wild person, like, and they just outside your house. Yeah, why this person got this in the house? Why? That's how a lot of people look. Not just on here, on the internet, when y'all go into, or just in general, people look when you go into spaces that you don't agree with, you don't like. That's why, like, somebody walking in McDonald's saying, hey, I do not like this place. I do not like McDonald's. And nigga, why are you here? Like, I don't for the life. Well, probably it's not for me to get. I don't understand it, but anyway, we're going to talk about the movie Backrooms, honestly, and there's a lot of biblical elements to this. I had to see it again, but it's just on a it's very, but it's just on a surface level. I like it. It's very like the style was. I forgot the director's name. It's very inspired by David Lynch and Tim Burton, things of that nature, man. Very eccentric and a little quirky. Like, it reminded me of like Blue Velvet by David Lynch and Twin Peaks. Honestly, certain scenes, but really, man, honestly, man, like in this is the spiritual aspect in this, man, is like how Backrooms is like how one, like how like not letting go, man, and like having extra baggage, honestly, because true to Ezra for is his character name is Clark in the movie, like so, and he's going through, like, he's a alcoholic, his wife left him, and and that's the thing is too, so but his actions affect other people, so that's what it is. That's why the scriptures tell us about that, how our actual actions affect other people, honestly. So yeah, man, and also too, as far as just the Backrooms, like within itself, it kind of reminds me of Amos, like scripture in Amos, like how the day of the Lord is going to be. It says, Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach, chapter 14, verse 5. It says, "He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? And he shall take pleasure. He shall not take pleasure in his goods." So also too, man, it kind of has like that First Peter 2:20 element to it, like like, because his therapist in the movie later said Mary, ironically enough, her name is Mary. I forgot the actress name. She tells him honestly when she's stuck in the back room with him. She said everything, like everything is like somebody else's fault. It's your job, like you at the job. It's your job fault. Your wife left you. It's her fault or everybody else. But honestly, man, like and that's why First Peter 2:20 says that. But he says in the movie, listen, I don't want to change. And many people they won't openly admit it, saying they don't want to change, but their behavior says otherwise. Many people just don't want to do that. Honestly, that's why many don't come to serve the Lord. Honestly, man. So, even when you serve the Lord, man, you gotta fight that flesh to change. Man, there's a lot of stuff I need to work on. But First Peter 2:20 he says, "For what glory is it if you be buffeted for your own faults? You shall take it patiently. But when you do well and suffer for it, you take it patiently. This is acceptable with Yahweh." So yeah, man, that's what element of the movie as well. But also too, this movie, especially like with the Backrooms, man, it's like kind of what the day of the Lord says. Man, this is what life is like. This is even before as like the Yahushua's Christ's second coming inside, man. This is like in the movie they show different levels and different floors, man. That's where the term comes from. New levels, new devils, man. This is just life, man. This is gonna be life, man. It's gonna be constant trials and tribulations, honestly. Let's get Amos chapter 5 verse 19. Now in the context it's talking about Christ coming, but this is life, honestly. Trials and tribulation. It says, as if a man did free from a lion and a bear met him. So yeah, you in the room, all right, you got away from lion. Room, like you got bear right there. And it ain't Yogi Bear, it's an actual bear. Shoot, I used to work at the zoo. I used to see polar bears up close, man. They're big. It's crazy. But verse and keep going. Or he went to the house and leaned on his hand on the wall, and a serpent bit him. So yeah, man, that's how this is of course context wise it's talking about the day of the Lord, but that's how life is, man. It's constant trials and tribulations. Okay, cool, you got escape from lion, a bear's right there. All right, cool, you get escape from the bear, you lean your hand on the wall, a serpent's there. Or you got who knows, man, what a pack of wolves after that, man. So it is what it is, man. So that's constantly like trials and tribulations. But also too, what I like about this movie as well is it's the aspect of how things are going to be forgotten, how these people are forgotten in time. Honestly, that's why even in the law it says there rose up a Pharaoh that didn't know Joseph. Also, too, there's an aspect of new heavens and new earth, how this world is going to be forgotten, man. Honestly, so that's just what it is, man. And also, too, even when you die, things of that nature, man, you're just gonna be forgotten. That's what it is. The people, and because the people that knew you, they're eventually going to die off, and the world keeps going, man. That's why, I'm kind of understanding why my little sister doesn't want a funeral. Now I'm kind of leaning towards that now. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, but it's listen, life is just gonna go on, and it's because the world don't stop after you pass away. But that's neither here nor there. But also too, I think even with Batman, right, the Joker, his biggest fear is not being remembered, man. But back to the movie, man. There's so much elements in the movie. I probably had to see it again. So usually, it's my main takeaway, man, is let it go, and and how you gotta let go of that baggage or that furniture, because in the movie the guy True to Ugly for character Clark, he owns a furniture company, or he runs a furniture company. I believe it's called Ottoman Empire, and that's another story for another day. And he's a pirate, and he's a plays on his logo is like a pirate. That's the theme of his type of thing. But also too, let me just a side note as well. The original pirates were actually like Jakes, honestly. They're actually so-called black, because I think the pirates that even in history that kidnapped Julius Caesar, I think they were Judites and Benjamites, man. I could be wrong, but yeah, I remember hearing about that, man. So, yeah, but other than that, it was a good movie, very eccentric and quirky, and very, very, I had to see it again, man. So hopefully this is edifying, man. So, peace.